always think it's interesting when we have this conversation in tech, because if we were having this conversation a decade ago or so ago, we would have been talking about how Yahoo won the search wars and what to do about AOL and who's going to catch Nokia. What are we going to do about, Nokia being the cell phone giant? And in many cases, these companies are now, much smaller if they exist at all, or what we've seen is that new competitors that were very small at that time ended up really being much more innovative than we might have noticed in the moment. That part of technology and innovation is that we can't always predict what that next giant leap forward is going to look like. We do see that these companies are continuing, because of the competition they are facing, to pour millions of dollars into research and design, not just because of technologies that may be focused on themselves, but also for what we benefit with it as consumers. And that sometimes those changes are so minor and so slight that we might not notice that, it took millions of dollars of AI research or machine learning research to give us a better feature on a product that we use every day. And when it comes to those smaller companies, what we've seen is that there is still a very diverse startup culture in the US. And part of that diversity is having a lot of different exit options. So there are small companies that want to be that next big thing, maybe something that we haven't even imagined, whether it's something that will then be a product that revolutionizes a consumer good, or to some of the companies that Evelyn's working with that may have a very good service for our national security, that are creating something completely new and independent, and their end goal is to take that to market and remain independent. There are other companies that are looking to improve an existing product and where an acquisition may be the best route for them. And the advantage of our current system is that we have a healthy culture that allows a lot of those different options. And that our current antitrust laws are focused on consumer welfare, which also analyzes these acquisitions and these mergers in a way of looking at things of how is that going to impact the consumer experience of the market. I think we sometimes in these conversations forget that we do have existing tools, that the issue is not that there are no tools if there is something that is anti-competitive and harmful for there to be an intervention, and that instead we want to look at, make sure that we aren't trying to intervene and more with government tools that are incredibly powerful into what is currently a competitive market, and perhaps in some of that robust startup culture that provides a wide range of options.